Hello and welcome to the Comedy Roadshow. I'm your host, Stephen Bigilen. My next guest, Dave Nieker, is visiting our Los Angeles studio from the west side of Los Angeles. How you doing, Dave?
Hey, Stephen. Thanks so much for having me.
Welcome to the show. Thanks a lot for coming. So you're actually hitting the road right now, and I was fortunate enough to catch you on your way out to doing a gig out in Palmdale.
Yeah, going out to Palmdale tonight with my friend Rick Esquieta, and gonna have a good time.
Excellent, excellent. So tell us about yourself.
Well, I grew up in Chicago. When I was in college a long time ago, I studied with Del Close and I did improv at I.O. Chicago. But then I sort of forgot about that, and for the past 20 years I've been working as an advertising copywriter writing ads. But I had the comedy bug and I wanted to try stand-up comedy, and so I tried it. I've been doing great, and I'm performing now regularly all over LA. I just got back from Chicago.
You did a gig in Chicago in your hometown. That was your first time leaving the Southern California area?
Yeah, and it was fun. I was a little worried, because I've been doing primarily Southern California, but I had a great time and a great set, and I will be back next time I get to play Zanies. I get to feature.
So there was Zanies in the city of Chicago,
yes,
right there. Oh, so it's a well-known place.
Yeah.
And who were some of the comedians that influenced you?
I would definitely say George Carlin, Richard Pryor, but Rodney Dangerfield, I think, most of all. He's my favorite. I just love Rodney.
Yeah, he's definitely a classic. And out of the performers that you see today, the up-and-coming performers, could you name a few that are getting some really good laughs out there right now?
Oh, yeah, I can name a ton. Some of my favorites are actually doing my show this weekend. The Walsh Brothers. There's a comedy duo. They're very funny. Rick Esquieta, I don't know if you've heard him. He's very funny.
Yeah, I heard he's actually been on the show.
Oh, great. Yeah, Rick's a friend of mine. He's very funny. Another Rick Shapiro, who's probably not as up and coming as everybody else, but he's still around and working. He's one of my favorites.
And how often are you on the road?
Well, I'm just starting to do the road, and so for 2013, I'm planning on spending some time on the road. Las Vegas, Chicago, maybe Nashville. I'm gonna try to get out there, do a triple run, which is the Northwest, Idaho, Montana, some of those states. Next year is my road year.
Wow. So like up to this point, you've been regionally, like what area?
In Southern California primarily. Playing.
Like name some of the clubs that you've been regular at.
Yeah.
Where you keep going.
I have a regular Sunday show at Flappers in Burbank. So that happens every Sunday. It's called Flash Rave Laugh Mob. I do that.
Flash Rave
Laugh Mob.
Oh, Flash Rave.
Yeah.
Laugh Mob.
Yeah, it's sort of a joke about raves. I mean, it's sort of an in-joke. I just like the name of it, and I didn't want it to be, another cupcake comedy show or something like that. I wanted it to be different and sort of capture the era of flash raves.
So what other clubs in Southern California have you?
So I've been up at the Comedy Store. I'm trying to get up at the Laugh Factory. I do a lot of local bar shows. But I'm up 3-4 times a week in LA.
Wow,
yeah,
that's a big deal.
Yeah, well, you got to get up and get on stage, or you don't get funny.
I mean, this is a wild question. Have you ever been at 2 clubs on the same night?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So in LA, that's a logical nightmare because we have traffic.
Yeah, in LA, it's I found you can do 2 clubs in one night if you time it properly, but it's really tough to do 3. But I've done two clubs in one night, sure. Wow.
Have you ever tried to do 3?
No.
Oh my God.
Maybe I have.
You're gonna go for the record. How many clubs
you can't make it in LA.
That's like a Guinness Book of World Records thing to go for. So as far as other media, have you been on any movies, any TV shows?
Yeah. Well, a long time ago, I played Goon Number 2.
Goon Number 2.
Yeah, in Goldie Hawn's Wildcats. That was back when I lived in Chicago, when I was younger. But lately I'm getting back into acting as well. I'm going to be in an upcoming short film directed by Jeremy Bolton. It's called Textisms. It's about a little girl who accidentally she thinks she's sending a text to a 13-year-old boy, and it winds up in the wrong number and, has consequences for a guy's relationship.
So this is the one where you play the part of the parent.
Yeah, I play her
That's-
father.
that's the one.
Yeah, it's a small role.
And this is a dramatic role.
It's a dramatic role, yeah. Though he hired me because I'm sort of, I wouldn't say the comic relief, but the mother is a very stern parent, and I'm the less stern parent.
Okay.
So I bring a little comedy flavor to it.
Like
Yeah.
the easygoing
Yeah.
dad.
And then I'm also in another film. It's just a student project for a USC graduate student, but I just took it because it was fun. I'm going to play a zombie Santa, and that's it's going to shoot this weekend.
Oh, right. So you're really keeping up on the up and coming film directors.
Yeah,
So
well,
you're working with them.
yeah. I mean, it's good to get out and get as much work as you can, and get as much camera time as you can.
Sure. Yeah. The independent films. You never know when the next breakout independent film.
Well, there's that.
Like
and,
Sideways, that started off as a little indie, and it really
Yeah.
took off, made the careers of a lot
yeah.
of people.
So there's that, and then there's just the fact of having things to show people. Yeah, I did this. I did that. This is what I look like when I act.
Yeah. Which is like when you're on stage, you have this improvisational background, but a lot of what you do is scripted.
Yeah. I spent 25 years and I'm still doing it. During the day I write ads, so I'm very much of a trained writer, and I think that my material is very written, but I use a lot of my improv skills in coming up with it, and you also use a lot of the improv skills on stage because you never know what's going to happen when you're on stage and what you're going to have to respond to.
As far as the improv that you were exposed to growing up back in Chicago, what type of troops were there that got your attention?
Well, I performed the Herald with Del Close every week, and the guys who were sort of one level ahead of me are maybe guys that you might have heard of now. Dave Rosowski, who's a legendary Second City teacher now here in LA. Dave Pasquesi, who's very big in Chicago, is a local Chicago actor. And these are guys who, since that time, have been acting for 20 years. Not me. I'm sort of catching up with it again, from the comedy standpoint.
So there was the Second City influence.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
definitely some of that. Do you have a website or something
do.
that people could keep an eye on where you're playing at? You're going to be hitting the road big time now, and so people could see where you're coming to their town.
Yeah, I have my website, which is at my name, David Nieker. It's nieker.com, and my schedule's on there, so you can see, where I'm playing.
DavidNieker.com.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave. Thanks a million.
Thanks so much for having me,
appearing
Steve.
on the show.
Hi.
Hey, just one other thing. I forgot to ask you. Do you have like a DVD or a CD that's available on your website?
I don't have one yet. There are videos on my website that you can see my performance. I'm still putting together my first DVD, so that hopefully will be out by the end of 2013. But if you want to pre-order it, and if you PayPal me $25 now, I'll send you the first copy that comes out.
How about an autograph copy?
A first autograph copy.
There you go.
With a picture.
Okay. Well, thanks for
Steve,
being
thank
on the
you so
show. I
much for having
appreciate you coming off the road and making time to be in our studio. And good luck, guys.